Okay, time to wake up the Blockade runners. There is a job for these monsters. Now, my favorite battleship out of the 3 battleships that I'll show you here is the Bhaalgorn. I have built this ship to survive whole fleets shooting at it, and of course to survive and live to tell the tale. Now, I bought one new ship recently, a fine new addition to my collection of Blockade runners, and it's the Apocalypse Striker. Now, this ship is kinda unique. This ship is mainly pure DPS, one of the scariest ships in the game, with the most terrifying DPS out of all battleships. I believe the Megatron Striker can outperform the ship in terms of DPS, but the application is pretty bad because of the shorter range. While this ship has perfect range and still has pretty scary DPS. Now, I believe I don't have any turrets at the moment, so I'll just hop in the Abaddon. Yeah, I don't have... I forgot to equip turrets on this. It can fit 8 turrets. I prefer to use pulse lasers on this Apocalypse. And the Abaddon, the original CHONK, which is of course one of the main ships in the part of the CHONK fleet, of course, which is also pretty scary, very tanky, insanely tanky, one of the tankiest battleships that we have. Okay, I'll quickly prepare the Apocalypse Striker, or should I call the Apocalypse Striker Paladin, because it's quite the same hull from EVE Online's Marauder. I don't know, I still believe that we need to have names of some ships changed in this game. Alright, well, let's head out and let's see what type of camps we are going to smash today. Alright, warping towards that gate. The whole fleet did jump through this gate. I am running a little bit late because, well, I had to quickly refit this ship because it basically had no high slots. It had no weapons installed on it for some reason. I have no idea. Okay, I see 3 in local, or should I say 4? I didn't count myself. Okay, we have a tornado. That's kinda weird. I remember seeing 5 ships jump through the gate here. Oh well. Let's start with the tornado. Accidentally clicked on the siege mode. I don't need siege mode for this. Okay, couple hits and the tornado is going down. Alright, perfect. There we go. First ship has been destroyed. Now, what I find very suspicious, there was a whole fleet that jumped through the gate. Where did they go? That's my main question. Okay, let's reapproach the gate. Oh, alright. An Ashim warped in. Are they going to jump through the gate or are they going to fight? Yep, looks like they are fighting. Okay. First hit, that was a big hit on the shield. I believe this is a armor tank Ashimu. Second ship warping in, Oracle 2. Okay, well, the camp is slowly warping to the gate. Alright, they made me the primary target. That's okay. I can take some damage before going down. We'll swap the primary target to the Oracle 2. Should go down in like 5 seconds or maybe even less. Okay, Oracle 2 taking some serious damage on practically everything. Alright, Oracle 2 has been destroyed. Let's now return to the Ashimu. I have dual large neutralizers. I believe the capacitor on the Ashimu is taking some serious hits there. I noticed the tank of the Ashimu is starting to fade away, so The capacitor on the vampire might be depleted. Yeah, they are stopping. They don't have enough capacitor to shoot. They don't have enough capacitor for the lasers to operate. Ashimo in hole. One more hit and the Ashimo should go down. Alright, perfect. That was good. First camp of today, although that did not feel like a camp. That felt like a roam, but that's fine. They were at the low sec gate for a while before they warped here, so there might be more, who knows. I'll just reapproach the gate and prepare for the next.
Warp drive active.
Warping to the gate. The Apocalypse is not that slow, which made me surprised. It's quite a speedy battleship. Of course, it's not as fast like the Macarial, but it's not that slow. Okay, trying to figure out who is going to be the primary. The primary target will be the first ship that I see that's in close proximity to my lasers. Ooh, that looks like a nice camp here. That's a lot of bubbles. Okay, there is a RB interdictor. That will be my primary target. Let's quickly lock on. There is also a Macarial somewhere in the bubble, which will be a very nice target. There is the Macarial, okay. The RB is running away. I'll just focus on our primary target, which is that faction battleship. Macarial taking some serious damage from our strikers. That is not a... That did not look like a tanky Macarial. And they also got webbed and scrambled, and I jumped in the range. Maybe I should enter siege mode, although not quite necessary at the moment. I still entered siege mode anyway. Alright, faction battleship has been destroyed. Very nice. This destroyer is the next primary target, webbed and scrambled. I have exited the siege mode. Okay, one more down. And the last remaining ships are kinda far away. They were snipers and they warped. That's fine. Yeah, they are warping away. Well, they took some heavy damage there. They lost a faction battleship. And it was a pretty good Macarial as well. It had rig integrations, which did buff up its price quite a bit. Overall, a nice little gate camp smash right here. And I can tell you, I absolutely love this ship. It's insane. Alright, what the heck is this? A freighter. Oh, well, that's a first. What the hell is a freighter doing here? You would be surprised by our reactions in the chat there, but this is the first capital kill for our corporation, and it is a freighter. Kinda hoped that this was a carrier, you know. That's fine. I'll take a freighter. Will not complain about that at all. I'm doing full damage in siege mode. I mean, there is no way that I miss something this big, as this ship is one very flat freighter. And well, place your guesses what's inside of this freighter. You know, there's a chance that we might get a whole alliance worth of items from this ship. Maybe a whole corp worth of items. You know, might drop some faction ships, might drop some battleships. Who knows? Might even carry a dreadnought. I have no idea. We will find that out very soon. The freighter is in almost around, I'd say, 40% hull. So they are going down very quickly. And well, I have no idea why they jumped here. This is practically the first freighter of this kind to just randomly pop in this system. Totally unexpected, a massive surprise for all of us. And there is the freighter. Of course it's empty. Of course. But still, first capital ship kill was pretty good. Was a pretty good freighter as well. Although, kinda hope that it was full. Would be payday for us. And of course, a rare chance to take a look at the capital wreck. At the wreck of this freighter. Looks pretty good. And it will stay here on the gate for a while, because not sure what we can loot inside of that. Alright, just a quick demonstration of what 3 or 4 strikers can do. You just witnessed a very tanky Raven go down within 5 seconds of undocking. Didn't even have time to click on record, and it, well, practically went down. So that Raven just disappeared from grid. There's going to be more strikers in the future. Stay tuned for that, it will be fun. Alright, well, back to the good old vampire. Now I would kindly ask to remove all garlic or anything that can harm vampires away from the screen, away from the phone. So, you know, no garlic, nothing like that. It can affect the performance quite a bit. Speaking of performance, this Oracle is not having a good day exactly. This Bhaalgorn depletes a capacitor of a battlecruiser in around 10 seconds, so practically one cycle. Or maybe 20 seconds, depends from the ship. But it practically depletes cruisers in one cycle. What is this? Oh, for a moment I thought that was a Vindicator. It's only a Megatron. Well then, they are burning to the gate. Let's quickly approach and point and web them. My Nosferatu and Neutralizer are already doing an amazing job at depleting that battleship. Okay, they have been pointed by our Vigilant, dual points to be exact, triple points when I add my own, triple webs when I add my own webs. They are almost, they're like 100 meters away from jumping at the moment, so we have to hurry up. Although I believe they are not moving that fast, so they're basically so close to jumping, but a lot of webs, and I believe the capacitor is also going to go down any moment now. I have 96% capacitor left, so they still have some capacitor. But it would look like they are running out of ship before they run out of capacitor. And of course, that was a very nice Megatron kill. One of the higher Megatron kill models that I've seen in recent days. And pretty good loot as well. Not going to complain. That was pretty good. And next target, we have a Phantasm that for some reason did not jump through the gate. It decided to play around with us. Well, they have been pointed. I just noticed I forgot to turn on one of my one of my Nosferatu, that's fine. The Ashmu already most likely struggling with capacitor. And they're also going down. That was a nice kill. That Ashmu, that Phantasm was 2.2 billion. Well, not bad. It definitely dropped some good stuff. Not going to complain about that. I'll just go and check out what's inside of the wreck, because, well, I'm the one who's going to loot, and, well, not bad. I did see some Sancha debris that I can use or sell. Or, well, depends. Maybe I just keep it as trophy, who knows. Next target, we have a tornado. Okay, pointed. This is the Apocalypse Striker. Doing very good job at just removing the battlecruiser. You know, if you want a certain ship removed from the grid, if you don't like a certain ship, just call in like couple of these paladins, and, well, they will remove practically anything on the grid in seconds. So pretty good ship. Next target, what is this? Okay, it's not a rattlesnake. For a second I thought that it was a rattlesnake. Only a scorpion. Now I have entered siege mode a little bit too early. One thing that I need to learn is to time the siege mode when my ship is not moving, because siege mode does impact turret tracking quite a bit, and you want to be standing still when you have siege mode enabled. And of course you want your target to be stationary as well. But that didn't affect the Apocalypse Striker. Still doing some good damage on the Scorpion. They're using large drones. Large drones are no problem. They don't have enough speed and tracking to catch any of our fast ships. That was also a pretty nice kill. Another battleship. We have a Raven. We have one very angry Apocalypse Striker dealing who knows how much damage on that Raven. I haven't even had the time to go within range, and the Raven just died. That Raven just got deleted off grid. That's one of the things that the Bhaalgorn is not good at. It doesn't have good full range, while the Apocalypse has like 40-44 kilometer optimal range. The Bhaalgorn has like 25 or 35, something like that. Well, we have a sweet Cinnabal, or should I say we had a Cinnabal. It just disintegrated in front of my eyes. That Cinnabal just got deleted, like it didn't even exist. And of course, it had B-type modules. Now, you might be wondering, why are you flying a Tornado? This is supposed to be a CHONK fleet video, right? Well, the Tornado has a part in the CHONK fleet. It's practically a sniper, heavy support ship. That's how I imagine it. And well, I'm warping to a gate. I would guess most of you already knew what's about to happen, so... Oh boy, how much I love to do this. Words can't explain how satisfying this is. Condor Interceptor and a Trollnado. There we go. Nice. And of course, sacrifice has been made. Totally worth it. Very cheap Tornado, by the way. I can do this all day, and I will still have enough IP for practically the Tornado, because that's the only ship that I purposefully blow up. Alright, well, that was a lovely little run. Oh man, I really need to. I'm planning to do like a full compilation of me sitting at low sec gates with the tornado and just blowing up frigate after frigate after frigate. That could be pretty funny. But in any case, hope that you enjoyed another very successful day of blowing up a lot of ships, blowing up a lot of gate camps, and of course I'm looking forward for more gate camps because, well, it means that our battleships have something to do. With that being said, hope that you enjoyed, stay safe, fly safe, and I'll see you next time.